right, guys. So I promised you, as members of this course, that I would always take care of you and make sure that I was keeping you updated with every little change that we made to our process and how we're doing things, that I would keep you guys informed so you can apply it to your process as well. So one of the major things that I changed, well, I changed two major things. Number one was how we were doing our project management and keeping track. And number two was how we were doing our outreach. Both of those I identified as just really slow and tedious, so we upgraded. And what I'm going to do first is run you through how we're doing our tracking, and then run you through how we're doing our outreach. I'm going to try and do this all quickly, but make sure I'm giving you the step by step. So first and foremost, we have one tab now. We have one link database, right? As opposed to having one Excel sheet for each client, what we found was when we were growing, excuse me, and we were trying to do this for a lot of clients, we were just getting lost in the amount of sheets. So we wanted to come up with a way to track it all in one database. We actually tried BuzzStream for a while, but we just really like Google Sheets. And so I'm going to show you what we're doing. So number one, there's only 3 tabs that we really use. I know there's 6 numbers, only 3 that we really use. Number one is prospecting. And I'm going to run you through this tab right now. So basically what this is a project management little tracker, almost just for the link prospector. Basically what my project manager does, or I do, is after we'll do an analysis of a client site, we'll determine which types of links we think are the best for that campaign. We'll put the link type here, and then the prospecting keywords for the link prospector to go find, and then as she goes down, she just marks where she is. So another thing too is we're really blowing out the search keywords that we're using. So here's a great example. So if you just go to Google and you type in, guest post, dad blog, right? You're going to get the results, but there's so many spin-off keywords off of that, off of just one of them. So it's really important to dive in. And basically all we're doing for that is we're just using Google Suggest. So we're just doing something like this. So if I'm, we've got to do link building for, again, let's say let's use dad blog, right? So I typed in dad blog here, and then to scrape more options, we'll just come down here. And you can see here, I mean, this is a whole nother niche: stay-at-home dad blogs, single dad blogs, new dad, rich dad, coupon dad. There's all these different niches that you can then break these out into 20 keywords too, right? So I'll show you just, so single dad blog, single dad blogger, single daddy blog, single daddy blogger, all these things trigger different results. And it's really important to blow out the amount of opportunities that you're giving yourself, because the more opportunities that you have, the more chance that you have to close one. So again, then we're just using the communication here. And what she's doing is she's going through here, she's picking these keywords, she's going to Google, and then she's coming into this tab. This is the database tab. These 2 tabs are actually kind of, we're not really using them right now. I'm just going to hide them. It's kind of confusing. So we have the same status here tab, which we don't use that much. And then we've got all of the links across all clients and all niches rolled up here into one. So you can see I've got thousands in here. But pretty much what we do now is we classify them differently so we can easily sort them and put them into the next step, which is outreach. So again, as you do this more and more too, you'll build up a database. And I got to the point too where, like, man, we have so many link opportunities across all these different clients. We don't want to keep prospecting for them. So it's really important actually to keep them in one place so you understand what opportunities you have left and just being able to reuse them across campaigns, right? And that's where you track the status. So if this went live, you can say, went live, blah, blah, blah. Got some in here, just show you how it looks. And I'm going to run you through these really important because these are really, really important really quickly. So link niche and link type are you have to put these in. Basically, link niche is just like beauty, blogging, business, education, whatever the classification is that what you want to use for it. And then type of link obviously is guest post, sponsor post, resource page, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Put in the domains here. We started using Domain Authority because so many clients were asking for it. I'll give you the link. There's a, if you don't have a tool, there's a, where are we at? Well, I'll find it and put it here, but there's a bulk, link building, sorry, bulk DA checker, where you just take all the URLs and you just paste them in here, and you'll get the spit out, and it'll tell you domain authority up to 100, so you can quickly get domain authority. Guidelines URL, again, this is kind of like the more info URL. For guest posting, this is going to be the right first page. It could be the resource page, which is whatever the page is that we need more information on, we go there. Next, we have to make sure we're classifying based on email or contact form in terms of the contact. And we do this because we're actually going to use a tool that's going to help us automate outreach called Pitchbox. And while it can take on forms too, which is really cool, you don't want to load them in the same batch. And I'll show you that in a minute. Then you've got the contact, obviously the contact name. Always try and get the first name if possible, because we're going to personalize these emails. We're going to automate that. And then name of roundup. This is only for link roundups, but again, this is really important for personalization, because when we're doing resource page outreach, we want to say, hey, Janice, I was just reading your free offer roundup. She's going to know that you're talking to her, and she's also going to know that you actually read her blog, which is awesome, and it really is going to help you increase your success rate. So, that was that. So now let me talk to you about what we do after this. So, and finally, the content creation tab while we're here. This is where we are tracking. This is where our writers are coming in here. Well, my project manager is getting the opportunities out of Pitchbox. Anytime they respond, he's coming in here. He's putting in what he needs. Then he's assigning it to a content writer. And then giving them a topic, and then we're just using this to track, and then we'll put the Google Docs when it's done. So we're using this to track all of our content creation in one place. It's amazingly more simple. We were using, the hell's that project manager? We're using Asana. We tried Basecamp. We just couldn't get anything done. It was just too confusing, and this is honestly the best upgrade that we made was this page alone right here, saving us a lot of time. So next step. So we talked about prospecting, and now how to classify these and build it in one file. Again, this is just if you're interested. The next thing we want to do, okay, so let's say the client, this is we'll go back to Daddy, right? So Daddy blog, right? So I had them all tagged. I made sure my prospects was tagging them all as Daddy posts. So we say, okay, you know what? We're gonna send guest post outreach links, right? So it's filter for a link niche and then type of link. So now we know all of these here are all guest posts in the Daddy blog, right? Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out contact forms just for now. We're going to do those later. I won't even show you in this because it's you just have to learn the intricacies of the tool. But basically, now we've got this list, so we can say, okay, we're going to send, how many is this? 16 guest post emails. You'll probably get at least half of those, and we're going to load them into Pitchbox. So basically, what I do now is I take these and I copy these down to a CSV file, right? Just copy these exactly as they are. And then you come over here to Pitchbox, and I'm just going to show you a live campaign. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but basically, what you do is you upload that CSV to Pitchbox, and then you just schedule outreach emails. It's really, really awesome. It's really powerful. So let me show you an example. So this is one I did actually for Twitter outreach. So we're just going to click in here. So basically, again, you just load it up in here, and it auto sends them for you based on a schedule that you set. And you can see all the different personalization fields if we've got the name. So I can just open this up. And it tracks the whole conversation, right? So basically, it sends them an email, and then if they respond, you can actually just use this as your Gmail template. You can use this as Gmail, and you'll just come in here to inbox, and it pulls through here. You can actually have the conversation in here, right from Pitchbox, which is awesome. So all these things are incredible time-saving tips, especially just using this program. It's not the cheapest. It's about $80 a month per project. But if you're doing this for clients, it's really easy to stay organized. You can see here too how I classify these. So this is, again, I sent this for a marketing niche. These were just business bloggers. I had the email and I had the name, and that's what I loaded in here. And you can see the analytics on it too. So I sent 8. I got 25% response rate, which is okay. But you can see the higher response rate too. This was just blanket outreach, and we got a 10% response rate, which is really good. And again, having this analytics too, it can help you improve your pitches. It can help you test. There's just a lot of value that you can get out of this. So again, I'm not going to walk you through Pitchbox here. There's actually a video in the full training. It's how to use Pitchbox, but honestly, it's pretty easy to figure out, and it's incredibly powerful. Again, just because you can automate that outreach, you don't have to go through one by one and send emails. You literally just upload the CSV file, you set the email template, and then you just schedule it. And you can send. Look at, I sent 124 opportunities here. That would have taken a very long time. And this also allows you to outreach to more people, and allows you to take on these lower success rate campaigns. I'm going to show you this campaign. I published a piece of content, and I wanted to promote it on Twitter. So what I did was I scraped follower wonk. I found a bunch of Twitters, people that wrote about email marketing, and then I just scheduled this email to go out, and I just blasted them all. and it basically just asks them to share it on Twitter. A share for a share. I shared one too, and it personalizes it here based on what you put into the CSV file and upload. So and then again, I sent 124 of them. So the whole thing took me about 30 minutes to do total, to send 114 targeted emails to email marketers, Twitter influencers, to help me promote it. And you can see got a 10% response rate. That's not huge, but when you think about it, it's a lot. I mean, that's about 13 people that agreed to share, and these people all had well over 2,000 followers. So it helped me get a boost in traffic. It helped me get a ton of social authority to the site. It's just a very, very powerful thing. I strongly advise you look into Pitchbox. I'm not even affiliate of them. But if you really want to push this course to everything and do this thing at true scale, I highly, highly recommend it. And also, look deeper into these processes of what we're doing and see if you can use them for your process that I gave you guys. So that's that. I'm gonna actually post this on YouTube. So if you have any questions, just feel free to ask them. Sorry. And it's been a long day, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Until next time.